Good morning. Today I want to talk about Ralph Waldo Emerson. Ralph Waldo Emerson lived between May 25th, 1803 to April 27th, 1882, who went by his middle name Waldo, was an American essayist, lecturer, philosopher, abolitionist, and poet who led the transcendentalist movement of the mid-19th century. He was seen as a champion of individualism and a prescient critic of the countervailing pressures of society, and his ideology was disseminated through dozens of published essays and more than 1,500 public lectures across the United States. Emerson gradually moved away from the religious and social beliefs of his contemporaries, formulating and expressing the philosophy of transcendentalism in his 1836 essay, Nature. Following this work, he gave a speech entitled The American Scholar in 1837, which Sir Oliver Wendell Holmes considered to be America's intellectual declaration of independence. Emerson wrote most of his important essays as lectures first, and then revised them for print. His first two collections of Essays First Series, 1841, and Essays Second Series, 1844, represent the core of his thinking. They include the well-known essays Self-Reliance, The Oversoul, Circles, The Poet, and Experience. Together with Nature, these essays made the decade from the mid-1830s to the mid-1840s, Emerson's most fertile period. Emerson wrote on a number of subjects, never espousing fixed philosophical tenets, but developing certain ideas such as individuality, freedom, the ability for mankind to realize almost anything, and the relationship between the soul and the surrounding world. Emerson's nature was more philosophical than naturalistic. He philosophically considered the universe is composed of nature and the soul. Emerson is one of several figures who took a more pantheist or pandeist approach by rejecting views of God as separate from the world. Ralph Waldo Emerson remains among the linchpins of the American Romantic movement, and his work has greatly influenced the thinkers, writers, and poets that followed him. In all my lectures, he wrote, I have taught one doctrine, namely the infinitude of the private man. Emerson is also well known as a mentor and friend of Henry David Thoreau, who was also a fellow transcendentalist.